Right. Welcome to the second set of interviews for the Thailand team. Both looking very pleased with themselves. This is this is Laura on the left and Vicky on the right. Hello both. Where are we now? We're on about day 13, 14 out of 22 days on the formal. Is it day 12? Mm-hmm. That seems more than that. Thanks for the correction. Right, what's been a particularly impressive part of the trip so far then? Either of you can answer that.
Yeah. The first weekend when we went to Ban Sam Chong, which was the floating village, and we got to see how people have built their houses, how they live, how they had a school on the island, just how they do everything really, and it was really different, a culture shock. That was really interesting. Yeah.
Did that push your sort of outside your comfort zone a bit?
Very much. Yeah, it really. The staying overnight we were really out of our comfort zone, but in the morning it was like we survived. Yeah, thank God. But still, it was good that we did it, but I wouldn't do it again.
Would you?
No, I think once is enough.
Yeah.
But it was a good experience. It was, I'd say, fun. I use that very loosely.
It's intriguing, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned it to the previous two students, but we talked to, or certainly Tom did, to some of the American guys that were there, and they said day one was dear oh dearish, but by day 3 you'd got right into it and it was sort of easier. I wonder if we were shortchanged a bit, or do you just think
you'd know what to expect after day 3?
Yeah, I think you kind of get used
you'd probably
to it.
Get into it, wouldn't you?
The worst bit was the heat, sleeping, and the noise at night. That was just really different.
Yeah,
it was just so hot
and clammy and sticky.
Yeah, but the day wasn't that bad. I thought the food was okay and everything.
Yeah. And everyone was lovely there, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, they were so good, and it's like you and I were saying before about the kids there, just
happy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Everyone's wild children.
You'd sort of expect them not to be, just because they haven't got as much as
we have.
Yeah, it makes you think
kids.
You take things for granted at home, definitely.
There's definitely some of that.
Yeah.
There's definitely some of that. Right, and share with us your views on what we did on the morning after.
Oh, the rubber plantation.
Because you were nearly as excited as me.
I don't think it was. But yeah, that was interesting. It's interesting just because, I don't know, you think it just being some massive factory somewhere, making it en masse, and it's not. It's like 3 people collecting sap from like 1,400 trees and starting work at like 1 a.m. and finishing at lunchtime.
And just getting a jam jar full
and doing the same thing over and over again. But they love it, don't they?
But yet they're affluent, the people that are doing that. It is astonishing, mate. It's astonishing. Yeah. Right, go on, changing the subject then. I've been, just before you came, Vicky, I was talking to Laura about the teaching and, when you came in, about how proud of you all I was on day 1, because that was...
Of course. Thanks, Uncle.
Give us a word. Give us a word. That was what? No.
Scary.
It was a bit, wasn't it? And yet you got through it. What did you learn from that in hindsight? Anything specific on day 1? Proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Selves?
More that you can, because I was like, oh my God, this is going to just totally go wrong. Then you just sort of adapt to it and you do it, and then it works out well and you feel well proud of yourself.
Yeah, our first 2 lessons were a bit
a bit edgy.
We worked after lunch we'd done everything wrong kind of thing. Yeah. They weren't disasters, but after lunch we had 2 really good lessons.
You learn quickly from them as well, like mistakes, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was good being thrown in at the deep end, really, rather than watching someone else do it first.
I think you nearly have to be, don't you? Just to survive, as we said.
Yeah.
Today's the first day, or the end of the first day of the second batch of teaching. I think the stuff that's being delivered today is 50% better than last time, even though you're in different teams, probably doing different subject matter.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
How does that feel? Are you getting experience, getting polished now?
Yeah, you feel like you know what you're doing.
Now, aren't we?
Or if something goes a little bit wrong or doesn't work, you know roughly how to change it so it will work. And
Yeah.
like today it worked out fine, so.
I think to start with we were probably a bit scared about telling the children, not telling them off, but like we didn't know how far, like what you could do. Like in England you can't really shout, you can't really like move a child.
No, you don't know what
You
works
can't.
here though, do
And
you?
then
Yeah.
the language barrier is always a bit difficult if they're playing up, because you don't know what they're saying,
Yeah.
they definitely don't know what you're saying.
No,
Now I
know
think
that.
we've got it right.
But
Because
yeah.
no one's like screaming at the kids, but they're not messing around because we know like what they'll do, kind of thing.
Any times when you think, blimey, I've been outside of my comfort zone there a little bit, but I survived and I learnt a bit about myself? Any times there when you're
Yeah.
quite proud of yourself?
Are proud of ourselves or not proud?
You are.
Oh, just a teaching thing really. I don't teach. I hate stand up in front of people talking, believe it or not. But I do, but standing up in front of the class of kids, it's just, I don't know, you're getting a bit more confidence, and now you think it's not actually that scary. It's probably more scary getting up in front of people who don't know, like you don't know their language and they don't know yours, 'cause it's a bit more harder to control than if
Yeah.
you was in England doing it. You can say, right, don't talk, and everyone knows what that means. But yeah.
Dead simple.
Yeah.
Have you done anything similar, Vicky? Or not?
I'd probably just going back to the homestay, like doing something that, like I wouldn't have signed up to do that, but now I'm really glad that I did it. Just because I'd be scared of like not having a shower. Like there was no lights
Oh.
in our rooms.
Yeah.
There was like holes in the ceiling. There was a cat walking around. I hate cats. And I just woke up and was like, oh, I can do anything
I was
now.
going to say,
Yeah.
So yeah.
it's a survival job.
Felt
isn't
pretty
it?
invincible after that, I must admit.
And little things like when we got on that boat on the scary ladder that had no step.
Oh
And
yeah.
everyone was like, I can't get down.
Which one was
Red
it?
Devil and
Oh yeah, yeah,
Blue
yeah.
Angel.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually quite hard.
That
We're a
was
bit more
tricky,
adventurous
actually,
on this trip, don't you think? At home I probably
Yeah.
No.
wouldn't do half the things I've done on this trip.
You generally see around the sort of, it's like you were saying, Laura, beforehand, that like the in Bansamcho and the kids riding round on
Yeah.
that sort of platform with a 6-foot drop off the side.
Wild.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? What have you seen in anybody else that you thought, oh, that impressed me? I've seen a lot. Have you seen any
How helpful
examples
everybody
where?
is with each other, because like, after all we've only known each other like less than 2 weeks, but
Mm.
people are helpful and just basically just like, yeah, it's like a team now, isn't it? Like a little
Yeah.
family.
If you
It
need
is-
anything, you can.
It is coming
ask
together, isn't
anyone.
it? It is. It's
And like
good-
if you're
it's good to
struggling with
see.
something, someone steps in and helps you out rather than just leaves you on your own, and then you do the same to them.
Yeah.
How's Uncle Mike doing?
It's alright. He'll do, I suppose.
He's all right, yeah. You put me off. Okay, last question then. Any tips or wrinkles for future groups that might come next year from your vast experience now?
Do everything and enjoy everything, because it's so different here and everything's so like backwards compared to England. Like everyone's so laid back and so much more things to do that you'd never think of doing in England. So
Sure.
just do it, even if you're scared or whatever. Just do it.
Yeah, you've got to push yourself, haven't you?
Because you'll regret it if you don't, won't you?
Oh God, you
Because in
will.
England, everything sounds a lot more. Like when you're here, you do. Sounds silly, but you do like dangerous things. Like even getting on the taxis that you get on, you wouldn't get on that in England.
No,
Like,
no,
it's
no,
just
no.
normal now, and everyone's like, "Oh, don't eat chicken and fish." But if you don't, I mean, you can't not eat.
Yeah.
No,
And you
that's-
just have to go with the flow.
Yeah,
do.
like
You
try
do.
everything. You might as well.
Oh, no, I agree with you. Right. Thanks very much for that, team. That was splendid.